Shall I just share my screen and then we'll go ahead. Okay. Okay, so inshallah we'll do the grammar part, and today's grammar part is a little different and a little longer grammar session. So let's begin inshallah. Bismillahi, alhamdulillahi, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are on course number 4 and we are doing the grammar of page 14, pointer B. Whoever has the books can do the exercises which are there behind. It is the same that we are doing in the class, so it will be a little more writing practice. So whoever wants the books, now the books are available in the clinic, so they can pick up the books from the clinic. So what we're going to do today is see the different types of lam which can come with fi'l mudari. Mudari is a present tense. So what are the types of lam that can come in front of a mudari and what effect it will have to it. So first is going to be fal or wal, which actually is ill, and it means should, means somebody should do that. It's like an order that that person should do that. Second is li, when it comes in front of present tense, it means so that. And then we have a lam taqid, which means surely, 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 and plus it means and it has a noon mushaddad or the end also. We'll see some examples so that it becomes clear. Revising what we had done before, we have already done Jumla Shartiya, in which we had seen in, man, and ma, and we had seen how it chops off the end of the present tense. So we had seen some examples of the chopper. In taf'al, if you do, af'al, I will do. May yaf'al, whoever does, yanjah, then he is successful. Ma taf'al, whatever you do, af'al, I will do. So the meanings of each were different. Ma would be whatever, and man is whoever, and in is if, right? So these are the different meanings of the thing and how the conditional sentences are made and used. This is what we had done last time. So what we're going to do today is to learn different types of lam. So the first of it is lam amr. So lam amr is we have already seen amr, and we already know that the amr adds the sukun to the end, right? So that is the lam amr. Even the amr can be used without the lam also, but with a lam it gives more emphasis, and that's why the meaning of that is should, right? Then we have lam ta'lil. Lam ta'lil means that the lam which means so that, it means so that. And then we have the lam takid or lam noon with lam plus noon is takid, means it's for emphasis, and that is indicating surely, 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 right? So that's why the surely is written 3 times. So if you want to say that someone should do it, then we have to use li, should. Li works like a chopper. Generally this lam comes with a waw or a fa, or, and that's why it is written as wal or fal, and should or so should, right? So let's see, fal plus yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, and taf'alu, what does that become? We know that a chopper gives a sukoon to the lam, right? So same thing will follow what was there in the conditional sentences. Lam also was doing the same thing. So fal yaf'al, fal yaf'alu, yaf'aluna becomes yaf'alu, fal taf'al, fal taf'alu, fal af'al, fal naf'al, and fal taf'al, right? So this is how the same chopper kind of action works with the lam of order. So the meaning of that will be so he should do, so they should do, fal taf'al, so you should do, fal taf'alu, so you all should do, fal af'al, so I should do, fal naf'al, so we should do, fal taf'al, so she should do. So we'll just take the examples. Kataba yaktubu, kataba he had written, yaktubu he is writing. When we say wal yaktub, he should write or let him write, right? Wal yaktub is an order, and it is an order for third person. Normal order that we have seen is for the second person. So for that second person, it will be uktub. But when we have to say it for the third person, that person should do this or that, then we put the lam of order. Wal yaktub. Okay. We take an example. Sa'ala yas'alu. Yas'alu is because we become yas'aluna for plural, but because this order lam is there, wal yas'alu, and they should ask or let them ask. Right? We have Sama Yasumu. We know this ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah, that the order of giving the of keeping the fast. So he should fast. Sama Yasumu sum. So fal yasum. Fal yasum. So he should fast. Fal ya'budu. Fal ya'budu. So they should all worship. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So they should all worship the house of the Rabb of this house. And this is the ayat from Surah Quraysh. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So this is an orders for the third person. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. يَعْبُدُونَ has become يَعْبُدُوا because of the lam of the order. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So you have to recognize these lam that whenever it comes in front of whatever we are reciting, right? So fal and wal is lame amr, and this is what we have done. Inshallah, now we will do li, which is lame ta'leel. What it means is so that. So yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, and taf'alu. We'll see what the lame this lame is doing. The li means so that, and here if you see the photo of a hammer is there, right? So this is just an indicator of when the chopper was there, this became a sukun, but when a hammer is there, this will take a fatha or a zabar. So li yaf'al, li yaf'ala. So because of this li, we have a zabar here. That's why this is called as a hammer, right? Li yaf'al, li yaf'alu. Yaf'aluna is going to be yaf'alu only. That hammer is chopped, hammered the noon, and that has become a alif now. That is how the hammer works, so to say, right? So li yaf'al, li yaf'alu, li taf'al, li taf'alu, li af'ala, li naf'ala. Sorry, we have to pronounce that as a zabar. So li yaf'ala, li yaf'alu, li taf'ala, li taf'alu, li af'ala, li af'ala, li naf'alu, li taf'ala. Right? So the lam has a zabar, la. So sound of la will come. So yaf'alu becomes li yaf'ala. That's why this is called as a hammer, and before that whatever was there was called as a chopper, because it was cutting and making the dhamma to a sukun. But here it is being the dhamma is hammered, so that it becomes like a fatha, right? So what it means, and we'll see the meanings of this also, so that we get a little practice of the hammer. So li yaf'ala, so that he does. Li yaf'alu, so that they all do. Li taf'ala, so that you do. Li taf'alu, so that you all do. Li af'ala, so that I do. Li naf'ala, so that we do. Li taf'ala, so that she does, right? So this is so that. So this is the lam of a chopper. So a hammer, sorry. Hammer is going to give the dhamma, it is going to make it as a fatha. Okay. So we'll just translate these. Li yaj'ala, ja'ala yaj'alu. Because of the li, it has become yaj'ala. It has got a fatha in place of the dhamma, right? Or a zabar instead of a pesh, right? So what it means is li yaj'ala. Ja'ala means to make. Yaj'alu, he makes or he will make. Li yaj'ala, so that he makes. So this addition of a lam here is making it li yaj'ala. This li is giving the fatha to the lam, and this means so that he makes. Taki wo kare, right? Li ta'kulu, so that you all eat, ताकि आप सब खाएं. Li ta'kulu, so that you all eat. And this ta'kuluna was there, but this ta'kulunun has been dropped and it has become ta'kulu because of the hammer effect of li. Li is hammering the dhamma and making it a fatha, zabar, right? Alima ya'lamu, na'lamu, na'lamu with a li becomes li na'lama, li na'lama. So now we know why there is a zabar here or a fatha here, right? So that we know. Li na'lama, so that we know. Li akuna, so that I become. Akunu became akuna. Kana yakunu, yakunu, akunu. Akunu means I know. So li akuna, because of this li, we have got a zabariya. So these are the different examples. Ja'ala yaj'alu, li yaj'ala, akala ya'kulu, ta'kulu, ta'kuluna, li ta'kulu, li na'lama, li akuna. So whatever verb we have, either it will have a fatha because of the li, or it will, or the noon of it will be dropped. Okay. Right. So with that, we go ahead and we see the other effects of such kind of words. We see some examples from the Quran. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ, and thus جَعَلْنَاكُمْ, we made you all أُمَّةً وَسَطًا, we made you a just community. Why? لِتَكُونُوا, takununa became takunu, litakunu, so that you all become, ताकि आप सब हो जाओ, शुहदा अनन्नास, so that you all become a witness to mankind. So this li indicates so that. So this part of the sentence show that Allah Ta'ala did something. Sorry. And Allah Ta'ala did something. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا, takununa became litakunu, so that you become shuhada ala nas, so that you become shuhada for mankind. So we have done the fal, which means that should, and li, which means so that, and inshallah we'll now do la. La also is lam taqid, and it comes with the noon mushaddad. So this noon will also have a gunna. So this is lam mushaddad, lam taqid with a noon shadda. So yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, nafalu will become la yaf'alanna, la yaf'alunna. So now the difference here is we have a, I'll just take the pen so that you all are able to see. Right. So here what happens is, even in the plural form, yaf'aluna is becoming yaf'alunna. So here this indicates this is a plural and this is a singular. So la yaf'alanna, yaf'alu becomes yaf'alanna, la yaf'alanna, and yaf'aluna becomes la yaf'aluna, la yaf'alunna. Right. So yaf'alu becomes la yaf'alanna for singular. Plural yaf'aluna becomes la yaf'alunna. Okay. That waw is dropped. This waw is dropped, and we'll get a shadda in the end. The noon is also dropped, and the addition noon is of the stress itself. So this noon actually is dropped, and this waw is dropped, and instead of that you have this dhamma remaining in place, la yaf'alunna. So if you have la yaf'alanna is singular, la yaf'alunna is plural. So it is sometimes difficult to identify this as a plural. So in the sentence you have to see what is there. If there is a dhamma, it is a plural. If there is a fatha, it is a singular. This is what you have to remember. So if you write it a couple of times, inshallah you'll be able to remember this. This is a part of the exercise also. So just make this write this exercise this week. So taf'alu becomes la taf'alanna, and taf'aluna becomes la taf'aluna, la taf'alunna, and af'alu becomes la af'alanna, naf'alu becomes la naf'alanna, and taf'alu becomes la taf'alanna. Right? So if you see, the feminine form will be the same as the second person form. La taf'alanna is same as la taf'alanna for feminine. Exactly same. There's no difference. Okay. For second person, it will be la taf'alunna plural, and singular will be with a fatha, and the plural will be with a dhamma. Okay, so just try to keep this point in mind. So la yaf'alanna, he will surely do. He will surely do. But zarur wa zarur karega. La yaf'alunna, they will surely do. So this dhamma is indicating that it is a plural. La taf'alanna, you will surely do. La taf'alunna, you all will surely do. La af'alanna, I will surely do. La naf'alanna, we all will surely do. La taf'alanna, she will surely do. So this is lam ta'keed with a noon mushaddad in the end. So we'll take some examples. La yansuranna, surely he will help. He will surely help. So we have a singular because this is a fatha. La yansuranna is he will surely help. If it was la yansurunna, it will have been plural. Okay. La nakunanna, we will surely become. La tadkhulunna, you always surely enter. So it was in Hudaybiyah when Allah Ta'ala had revealed Surah Fatah, and in that Allah Ta'ala said, La tadkhulunna al-masjid al-haram insha'Allahu ameen. When they had gone in Hudaybiyah, they were not in Aman, but Allah Ta'ala has promised them, and with ta'keed, La tadkhulunna, because it was plural, all of them. There was a lot of people in Hudaybiyah, right? That's why this is a dhamma. La tadkhulunna al-masjid al-haram. Because of this, dhamma indicates the plural. You all will surely enter. La astaghfiranna, I will surely ask for forgiveness. La astaghfiranna. This indicates a singular. Sorry. This is the 10th form, and the lam ta'kid in the 10th form. So it was astaghfiru, which became la astaghfiranna. Okay. So it can come in any form also, but there are not much differences in that. So example from the Quran, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا, and those who strive for us or strive in our ways. لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ, surely we will guide them. So there is no doubt that you will be guided subulana, to our ways. So if you want Allah's ways, if you want the Sirat al-Mustaqim, we will have to struggle in his path, right? This is a promise from Allah, and not a promise but with a lam ta'keed. Promise with a lam ta'keed for guidance. So if anybody wants guidance, then what they have to do? وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا, they have to do jahada in the way of Allah, right? Not any other way. لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ, surely we will guide them subulana, to our ways. Okay, so it's a very powerful ayat, and how this lam ta'kid is used for emphasis and stress. So alhamdulillah, we will just go through the changes that are happening in the present tense. Fi'l mudari is yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, and taf'alu, with a chopper, which means that with the word lam, with the word lamma, or shartiya sentences in, man, ma, or the lam that we saw today, li, fal, and wal. What happens is yaf'al, yaf'alu, taf'al, taf'alu, taf'alu, af'al, naf'al, and taf'al. Now with the hammer, the words that are there of the hammer are li and lan and an and Allah. An and Allah. Allah is actually an plus la, right? That also will give a fatha, Allah. Right? So these are the words of the hammer: lan, an, li, and Allah. So what will happen to the yaf'alu? Yaf'al. Yaf'aluna will become yaf'alu. Taf'alu becomes taf'ala. Af'alu becomes af'ala. Taf'aluna becomes taf'alu. Naf'alu becomes naf'ala. Taf'alu becomes taf'ala. So this hammer is giving a fatha. Right? This is what you remember. And when we have lam taqid, then ultimate emphasis lam with a fatha, with a noon, with a shadda, right? And if it is a fatha, then it is singular, and if it is a dhamma, it is plural. Okay. So this is the summary and synopsis. Now, as we have seen, there are some ways where we can remember this easily, and this is a table that has been made for easy remembrance of the words. So the order was la taf'al. So they are saying la taf'al sharran. Don't do shar, bad. Whoever does lam yaf'al khayra, he is not done good. Lam yaf'al khayra. In yaf'al, if he does yaksib ajra, so he will earn his reward. So in yaf'al yaksib ajra, this is a conditional sentence. Fal yaf'al khayra, so then let him do good. Right? So this is a way to remember the choppers and the hammers. First is la taf'al, don't do sharra, don't do bad. Lam yaf'al khayra, that is not doing good. In yaf'al, if you do, yaksib ajra, you are earning your ajr. Fal yaf'al khayra, so let uh, him do good. Then the for the hammers, man is created li yaf'al khayra. Man is created to do good, for doing good, so that he should do good. A good person la yaf'alanna khayra. A good person will surely do good. And a bad person lan yaf'al khayra. He will never ever do good. Lan is never. So lan also gives a hammer effect, which means a fatha. An also gives a fatha. Hatta before a present tense also gives a fatha. And Allah also gives fatha. Allah is nothing but an plus la. Right? An plus la is Allah. Right? So all these things give a hammer effect, which means a fatha on the uh, lam kalima. Okay, so this is a short way to remember it, but I think the best thing is to write this so that you remember this and the effect. So whenever you see the verb of the present tense, only the present tense verb is going to get affected with it. Okay. Now for plurals, the way to remember will be la taf'alu sharra. You all do not do shar. Those who lam yaf'alu khayra, do not do good. In yaf'alu, if they do, yaksibu ajra, they will earn their ajr. Fal yaf'alu khayra, so do good. So this is just a way to remember the choppers. Now, since it is plural, instead of man, humans are created li yaf'alu khayra, to do good. Good people la yaf'alunna khayra, they will definitely do good. So here the difference is a plural, that's why this is dhamma. And bad people la yaf'alu khayra. La yaf'alu khayra. They will never do good. Right? So just remember that the hammers are li, la, lan, an, hatta, and Allah. And the choppers are lam, lamma, in, man, ma, li, wal, fal. So just write these, and then only you'll be able to remember them well. Otherwise, you get confused whether the li is going to give a dhamma or a fatha, and lame takid is going to do what. So just keep writing it so that you and see the examples that are coming in the Quran. After li, what is coming? After la, what is coming? Achha. One more thing is this li is with the present tense. When this li comes before a noun, then it will give possession. Like lillahi ma fi samawati, for Allah is whatever is in the heavens and earth. So that gives a different meaning with a noun, and with the present tense, this li will give a different meaning. That completes the grammar. Any doubts in this grammar part that we did today? We did the singular form of choppers and the hammers, and the plurals of the choppers and the hammers. And this is the comprehensive table. All these tables are there in the book. And the exercise which is given in the end, just write that exercise so that you all are able to get this concept clearly. This is slightly different than the Grammar we've done before, and we did 2-3 things today. So just going over it again. What we did was with li and fal, it was sukun, and lan and Allah, it is a fatha that you get, and the lam taqid also we're getting a fatha. This is all that we have done for today. So any questions or doubts? Anybody didn't understand anything in this? So you can ask. This is all there in the book, so nothing to. This is the conditional sentences. This is what we did. Fal, wal, which means should, li, which means so that, and lam a taqid with a noon a mushaddad, which means surely, surely, surely. Right? Zarur wa zarur. And fal gave a chopper effect of a sukun. And these are the examples. Wal yaktub, wal yas'alu, fal yasum, fal ya'budu, fal ya'budu rabba hazal bayt.
In Surah Mutaffifin, fal yatana fasil mutana fisun. Is that fal?
Yes, that is also an order that for this, they should compete with each other for this. So there is a description of Jannah going there, and for this, they should be competing with each other. Fal yatana fasil mutana fisun. That's right. Very good. So you got it right. Alhamdulillah. So this is the li, which means so that, li yaj'al, so that he makes, li ta'kulu, so that you will eat, li na'lama, so that we know, li akuna, so that I become. Right? So li takunu, so that you all become shuhada. So this is li means so that, and this lam with this is surely, surely. So this has a fatha in singular and a dhamma in plural. Waw noon is dropped. لَيَنْصُرَنَّ لَنَقُولَنَّ لَتَدْخُلُنَّ لَأَسْتَغْفِرَنَّ. So here only one is plural. The waw noon becomes a dhamma. Remember that the waw noon becomes a dhamma. Nakuna, nakunu becomes nakunanna. This will still have fatha instead of being a plural. Right? So nakunanna is plural, but the noon in the front is indicating the plurality. Right?
In this dua, Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana lanakunanna minal khasirin.
Yes. Lanakunanna. If you do that wrong, then surely we'll become from the khasirin. Right. So now once you know some ayat, and you can then correlate it easily because you know the meaning of that also. So you'll have many ayat which are having all these words lam, lamma, in, man, ma, kal, fal, wal, li. You'll get many of them. So you have lan tanalul birra, right? Lan tanalul birra. So there tanalu indicates the plural there. Right, in the third para.
Birra is feminine, no? That is like Tanalu, no? Birra is feminine, no?
Yes.
What about this in ayat fariqum minal lazina utul kitaba? Then kitaballahi. Why it is not kitabullahi?
Yeah.
This mansub ho gaya na kitabullah ka kitab.
Yeah. I'll have to just check that. This Kitabullahi wara'a zuhurim, because I think it is an object, no? Kitabullahi wara'a zuhurim. They put the book of Allah behind. What is the book behind the backs is the Kitab Allah. The Kitab Allah is the object in that sentence.
Yeah, maful.
So because it is an object, it is being
Mudaf has become mansub.
Yes. Any other questions or doubts? This is a little tricky, so just write, and also if you can just as Dr. Saab did, just get out the examples of whatever you already know, so that that becomes easy for you to correlate. We've taken already some examples for memorization, but it will be easier if we can just take your own things and make your own examples, so that it becomes easy for you to memorize it and remember it. Rather than just memorizing by rote, you will take the examples, and then it will be easy for you to keep it in mind. Inshallah. So stop share. Any other questions? Right. So if there are no questions, then we'll conclude for today. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa